What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Be sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. We're here to talk about the saga of Stellar Blade. No, not the in-game story, but the saga around it. First, the reaction, of course, the legendary now reaction of IGN France, criticizing the game and the maker as someone who has never seen a female before, and there's some sort of sexualized doll. Then, of course, we had it come out that they had a bunch of backlash for that. I found out that not only is the maker married to a woman who also works there, a very real one, but the character Eve from Stellar Blade is based on a real actress. And then that was ramped up here by IGN editor-in-chief Erwan Lafleur implies Eve's design is Stellar Blade is killing women and accuses gamers of becoming too fragile to being fed to the patriarchy, due to being fed by the patriarchy. So here, of course, Grums, number one enemy to DEI everywhere. He's covering this meltdown. And of course, they're trying to hide and say it's translation problems, but here's some translations of his saying, yes, no problem. Tell that to women who get beaten up, denigrated, or who commit suicide because they can't live up to the fictitious standards expected by men. It's not the sexy design itself that's the problem, except for the fact that it sucks compared to, well, so now he's body shaming a real person, but okay. It's the percentage of males who will only want this fictional body type in the real world. Of course, it's understandable that this doesn't shock people who think women are objects to be obeyed and beaten. So that's hyperbole to its highest form. And of course, that all led, so this dumb take, which led to a bunch of backlash, that original take, and everyone is saying, like, what are you talking about? It's not a sexualized doll, it's a real person it's based on, and the guy is married. That all led to this, and that is, of course, IGN apologizes to Stellar Blade developer ShiftUp Corporation. We can see here IGN France initially published their Stellar Blade preview on March 27th by Ben Azola, and then they later changed that to say the IGN review team. But they of course criticized the design of the game's protagonist Eve, writing, the design of the game, particularly its characters, highlights an obvious bias. We're going to smash the alien, but if we can do it while pleasing these gentlemen, that's a bonus. And the result is not really a success. It's not new, and other games have chosen to highlight the strengths of their female characters, but where a Bayonetta stands out with an iconic character design. And here we go. Here at the end is where he says, Eve from Stellar Blade is just bland, a doll sexualized by someone you would think has never seen a woman. And of course, they edited that again to say someone who's never seen a woman to someone you would think had never seen, and they tried to blame translation barrier, whatever it was. But here, IGN has issued a formal apology that is listed atop the game's preview article, and the article has removed Azola's name, crediting to Team IGN France. It states, recently IGN France produced and published a preview of Stellar Blade containing an offensive passage that should never have been kept. The text has now been edited, and here is our official apology to the ShiftUp Corporation studio staff. Also, please note that IGN France is an independent branch. Oh, yeah, so don't blame all of IGN. As an independent branch of IGN, and the IGN's editorial staff had nothing to do with this incident. Next, it reads the original text. Okay, so that's the original, and it's the apology. It never held water, and that's what we talked about to begin with. You know, Eve is based on a real person, and the guy's married, so he's seen women before. But this all led to this, and this is the most recent one where Kim Hyung Tae, the CEO of ShiftUp Corporation, which is the game developer behind Stellar Blade, has rejected Western critics lampooning the game over the gender and racial diversity, or lack thereof, according to modern DEI critics. So in an interview with the Korean website, Kim was asked about Western media outlets expressing discomfort with the portrayal of Eve and other female characters in the game. As translated via Google, he responded, I know that in the West, game characters must reflect realistic appearances in many ways, and that numerous issues such as gender and racial diversity are intertwined. However, in Stellar Blade, Stellar Blade is only entertainment and a cultural product. I hope you'll keep an eye on this as a fun action game. Yeah, in other words, bro, this is just here as a hot ninja chick fighting. Let's not look at it as more than that. It's meant for entertainment, and please see it as that in a fun action game. In fact, he followed up that by contrasting the beauty of characters such as Eve with the repulsive design of the natives. Kim shared natives were intentionally designed to be repulsive. Most of them, yeah, they got a whole Dead Space look going on. Most of them have no eyes and their limbs are deformed arbitrarily, causing discomfort, which is somewhat related to the setting of the story. I'm sure this isn't, I'm surprised this isn't being attacked for being ableist. We decided in advance where this monster would appear and what role it would play, but we also adopted an unexpected design to keep the work from becoming too rigid. He went on to reveal that many of the monsters are scans of Jang Hee Chul's clay sculptures, famous domestic clay artists, including designers, who is well known for the director, so the movie The Host, sculpted the monster and then 3D scanned it again and applied it to the game. Therefore, you can expect at least that level of completeness. Yeah, that does. So they are not just designed digitally, they are real world 3D scanned art from the guy that did The Host. Along with discussing the game's characters and monster designs, Kim also shared that the game would not have any additional costs. Beautiful. So no more microtransactions, and that ShiftUp would release balance patches if anything was discovered, and that they will release free DLC that will include additional costumes. Well, I hope a schoolgirl outfit is one of them. Just keeping culturally. As for the DLC, he said the release of DLC has not been determined, but free updates such as additional costumes are being prepared. We would like to make it clear here that Stellar Blade does not require any additional expenses that gamers are not aware of other than the cost of purchasing the game. However, he did note that if they do a collaboration of costumes, those will likely have a cost associated with them. The only exception is, right, so if you do something that's IP, some sort of like Mortal Kombat outfit or something like that, some other Final Fantasy, then they have to, and that's understandable. And honestly, I have no problem paying for skins. It's when they stopped including anything that you could earn in the game and everything became a microtransaction that became the problem. Finally, he appeared to reveal that they will be adding a new Game Plus option on release. Yeah, so the end result here is you could take your sorries and stuff it. Who cares? We reject your Western premises. We're going to keep doing our fun cultural games with booty, not sexualized dolls, based on real people. And yeah, God bless them. Every company that holds out against this influence is a winning company, as far as I'm concerned. And while I do not have a PlayStation, I do have a PC. So the moment the exclusivity around this ends and it comes on PC, much like Ghost of Tsushima is now coming out and some of the other games, PC Master Race, I will be playing it and showing my support. Until then, I have to rely on Helldivers and spreading managed democracy over there. But love to see this, love to see the rejection, and IGN, you take your sorries and stuff it. But all right, let me know what you think of this. Let me know if you're going to be playing this, if you played the demo, what you thought of it. Be sure to like, share, and sub. If you've done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And well,
bye.